last game, you got asked about January being like a dog days of the season kind of time. Is this maybe the best time to have something like a dad's trip? It really seems to be a locker room that was lively and energetic, and I think a lot of guys point to the dads being here as a reason why.
Yeah, I think it's probably the only reason why. I think it's a tough stretch for us with the 10 days gone, quick trip around. Yeah, to hear that kind of energy can only be one thing, and that's the fathers, of course, get to benefit by being on the trip and seeing what their sons do, but I think really we do benefit as players and as an organization from having that energy. Now it's got to translate into the game because there's a lot of extracurriculars, that come with the father's trip, but I think it's good for both sides.
Look at practice today. I mean, day off yesterday. What was kind of the focus for you guys, just getting on the ice for a bit of a longer skate than we've seen as of late?
Yeah, right. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, we did design a couple drills to challenge Drew a little bit, and to get up to pace on a good practice, versus our guys. I know we had a short practice in between the two games, but it really wasn't a high-paced practice. So lots of up and down for the D and defending the rush and stuff like that. So, part of it was just to try to really get him as quickly as possible back up to speed.
How hard is it with guys like Drew and Laugh who maybe need one thing when the team needs the other to be able to kind of manage both of those things at the same time?
Not so much for Laugh. I think, Laugh hasn't been out for that long. It's only been a handful of days, so we're not too concerned with him. But yeah, there's different drills we do. We have our choice for sure, but we wanted to make sure that if we have a choice, why don't we put an emphasis on, especially with 9D also, right? So the D could do more work than the forwards, and get Drew doing some things at uncomfortable speed.
When you look at this team's schedule these last couple of weeks, and you have basically 3 straight trips of 5 games or more, how do you feel the team's comfortability? Where's that level at this point in the season with all the road games?
Well, I think I mentioned this before. The road for me is it's almost second nature this season. You guys have been on the road with us. You know what I mean? It doesn't even feel like, oh, we're on the road again. It just feels like part of the routine. So I guess that's the positive in that, is that we feel pretty comfortable being out on the road. So we'll deal with it. We'll it's 41 and 41. We'll get ours back, and once we finish through into February, we've got a pretty nice schedule at home. So we'll just take what's in front of us.
Do you notice anything different in the way the team plays at home compared to the road?
I wouldn't say that. That's always a concern. Coaches would tell you most often the team plays simpler on the road and tries to complicate things at home. It's your home fans, it's your families. I think we've been pretty good about playing the same style in both ways. I think historically, we've been better on the road than home, and not record better, but just probably played a better brand of hockey. But I don't think it's been that way this year. I think we've played pretty well.
I know it's only one game, the last game against Florida, but when you play the Stanley Cup champions, it's something. What caught your eye on? I heard your post-game comments, but what caught your eye on what you guys executed well in that game?
Yeah, really the big thing, and we had the meeting with the fathers in there, is to show the determination, the mental toughness we had, physical toughness we had to get to the front of their net. And you don't win a Stanley Cup without making it hard for other teams to get to the front of your net, and they don't forget that. So it was a battle to get there, but we got there. And the great part of the story for us is the game-winning goal ends up as a culmination of getting to the net, close, keeping going there, putting pressure on the goaltender, and then the last one is good of an example you can have. Juice, boxing out, pushing back, getting there, Kopi rolling off his guy for any loose change if there was, and then the shot from the point. So it's a textbook goal, but it's not easy to do. It took a long time to get there.